Good evening, YouTubers. Tsquare Talks. I hope everybody is having a great week. It is Thursday, the 8th. It's been pretty crazy here. We've actually had extreme flooding. I'm going to be putting up just a 2-minute video just to show some people on here later this evening. I wanted to throw it on earlier today because I had went over into the town. And obviously, if you're in a city area, you're going to have a whole lot more flooding when the rain really comes in hard. And so I kind of wanted to show that video just briefly. It's like I said, it's only like a 2-minute video. I wanted to post it earlier, but I didn't want people thinking that was my video for Thursday, because sometimes I would throw up a video and then not go live in the evening. Right now I am on just a Tuesday and Thursday schedule because I am currently kind of changing over a lot of the stuff that I have. Some of y'all know I've collected a lot of stuff over the years, and I'm pretty much downgrading everything. I've actually been reading up. I've said I wanted to move out to the country at some point. I'm actually contemplating moving to Mexico. I've contemplated getting a bus and converting it and traveling around the U.S. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do to really the direction to take the channel. There's so many channels out there that talk about coins, silver, gold, finance, different stuff. This is not a financial advice channel. This is just me telling you guys what I do. So I've kind of been really realizing that I've got way too much stuff. And so I'm looking right now. I've been selling down. Some of y'all know I sold off my Avon collection. Some of y'all know I sold off my Hot Wheels collection, my comic book collection. I'm fixing to dump my Pokemon collect. I've collected so much over the years, especially when I was actually working for the oil rigs, for the oil refineries and stuff. Some of y'all know I used to do that. And I just kept... When I was making a lot of money, I was spending it. I wasn't really, I mean, thank goodness I collected coins over the years too. But like I'm saying, I've gotten so much. And really right now, my goal that I'm driven towards right now is I want to find a way to focus on growing the YouTube channel. It's something I really enjoy. I enjoy talking to you guys. I see we got Silver Wolverine, Swagger Plays in the room. What is up? Hope you guys both having a good night. Silver Wolverine, #1 in the room tonight. We got Swagger Plays, #2. I'm actually running a little late tonight. I would normally start my show around 7:30, somewhere around 7:30. But literally with all the flooding and stuff going, we got Chris B in the room. What is up, Chris? With all the flooding, it is crazy. So the little video that I'm going to probably post up later this evening, it's only a 2-minute video. It was just a clip. I just found it so crazy that literally a garbage truck. Some of y'all know the trucks that drive around the city. They're high up. Well, this one figured it could make it through the water, and the water just kept getting deeper and deeper until the lines on the road disappeared, and it kept going, and before you know it, it basically overshot the road a little bit and just fell right in, tipped right in, and it was kind of crazy. So I was like, oh, I got to show that. Then you see someone canoeing out to him to check on him. It was nuts. It's been nuts. We've been getting pounded with rain. So haven't really been doing much stuff aside from just going through the stuff in my house, trying to downsize. Like I said, you start collecting and collecting and collecting, you just collect too much. And right now, collectibles, I can't picture collectibles going a whole lot more higher than what some of the collectibles are at. Sports cards at an all-time high. A lot of that stuff's at an all-time high, but yet we're seeing investments really start to hit red ink lately. Some of y'all know this. Even gold and silver is hitting red ink lately. We're seeing a lot of red, especially in the markets today. The stocks are down. Gold and silver is down. Almost all cryptocurrencies are down. And it's really starting to kind of make people a little nervous. Stuff that, when you start, some people are willing to put their savings, their emergency funds into stuff because they think it's a good buying opportunity. And I'm not going to lie, I've done it more than once where I see so much red and it just feels like a buying opportunity that I've done it and it's paid off. But right now, maybe it's just me. Maybe I've got sucked into the paranoia of essentially the markets and the economy. But I mean, it just feels different this time. Like almost like I don't think this is it. I really don't. I talked to someone, they're like, what do you mean? The stock market's at almost an all-time high. We've only had a few bad days in a row of 300 points. That's not the end of the world. And that's true. It's not. It could just be a blip on the screen. Essentially, the endless printing of money, that money all trickles back into companies, and then companies right now they're cutting down on their dividends. They're doing a lot more buybacks, so they're buying their stock back, which is causing their stock share prices to continue to climb higher and higher and higher. And it really does make me nervous what direction we're going as. So who knows? We're going to see what happens. We're going to talk about some of that. We're going to read through the comments tonight. Like I said, the direction of the channel, it's probably not going to change a whole lot between now and the next 8 months, because I'm in a position where I've just got so much stuff. I mean, you guys know I've been a prepper, so obviously I've got plenty of food prepped up. This month I've been saying, you know what, I'm going to just use resources that I already have, save all my money for the time being, tighten up, and kind of see what happens. I don't want to keep continuing buying prep supplies right now. I stocked up a lot during the pandemic. When the pandemic started, I know it's funny. I tend to do what other people, the masses, don't do. And what I mean by that is right now we're seeing more and more people start stacking up. People are starting to stack up for what's going on with inflation, and people are starting to get scared. I've already got a bunch of stuff. I talked to one person. They said, it cycles every 3-4 years, and we do see it cycle. If someone doesn't have any supplies and they're probably going to be in their house for a while, they're not expecting to get on the road and move, then essentially that would be a different story. Everybody's situation is going to be a little different. Me, I'm getting to the point where, there's a good chance I'll be moving within the next year or two. Where that will be or what direction that will be in, I don't know. Could it be the next town over? It could be. Could it be the next state over? Could it be 20 states over? Or could it be the next country over? I've still got a lot to think about that I'm looking at and the direction that I'm trying to move in. Right now, probably the number one thing I'm focusing on is growing the YouTube channel. You guys were here. The majority of you guys have been here from the beginning. And I'm grateful for that. I don't know how this is going to play out. I'm hoping if I get into travel videos, I don't all of a sudden lose all the family. Some of you guys are my best friends. Literally, some of you guys I know in person. I've met you. Either I've traveled through your state and I've made it a point to stop and say, hey, let's meet up for a coffee or a hamburger. Some of y'all, I've actually had invites to stay at your house. It's pretty cool, the family and the friends group that we've built on here. So with that being said, we're going to kind of take a look at the comments. I'm going to jump in. We're going to see what the markets are doing today. What is up, Angie? I hope you're doing better. I know you were dealing with some medical stuff recently. I see Angie in the room. How's it going tonight? Yes, I actually talked to your son about the wheat penny rolls, and he said that he was going to have you try to get a hold of me. I told him that he can give you my number personally, and then you can just give me a call and I'll meet up with you at some point. Scrolling through, let's see who all we have in the room tonight. Like I said, we got Silver Wolverine, my man, number one in the room. How's it going, buddy? We got Swagger Plays coming in second. Hope you're having a great night. Swagger Plays saying he loves Pokemon. Yeah, I'm fixing to dump literally 5,000 Pokemon cards that I've collected over the years, from as far back as 2002, 2003, some of the early stuff. I've just got so much stuff that, I mean, I have not been the type of person to really junk stuff. I don't throw much away. Either I donate it, or I resell it, or I hold it in a storage unit. And it accumulates and accumulates and accumulates. And I have some people joke with me, and they're like, do you think them jeans are going to come back in style? Well, ironically, they're getting there. Stuff's starting to come around. So it's kind of funny how that's worked out. We got Chris B. What is up, Chris? Hope you're having a great night, buddy. We got Adam Stacks. Hope you're having a good night, Adam. Swagger Plays. Sorry if I've been non-active recently, but going through quite a bit. I totally understand that, buddy. People can't make it to every show. I understand. I haven't been as active lately. I've only been doing 2 shows a week. That could change, but we're in the middle of summer right now. My son's out of school. I like to spend time with him and do stuff, and it kind of makes it to where it's a little harder to do shows. Let's see, the 23rd of August, I'll be 18. Congrats and happy birthday, 18. That's a big number, my man. We got Michael C. From Ohio, the Buckeye State. What's up, Michael? Hope you're having a great night. Let's see. Stocks took a hit today. Yeah, just about everything seemed like it took a hit today. What's happening, everyone? Lenny Black, how's it going, Lenny? Hope you're having a great night. We got Lord Humongous in the room. Lord Humongous, he didn't say it that I've seen yet, but he usually does. So he usually says it like the last comment, right when I'm caught up on comments. Hey, how about running a giveaway? So I'm going to put that right to the front of the show tonight. We're going to jumpstart a giveaway right off the bat for some T-Coin. We'll complete out this one and restart a new one. Here we go. So, as always, the winner take all is going to be for T-Coins. You can use your T-Coins that you're earning throughout the live stream and use them to get entries into a winner take all. You can get up to 1 to 10 entries in this. Each entry is 25 T-Coin. It's kind of just a fun reward currency that we use on here, and it's fun. A lot of people like to use it when we do different stuff, whenever people donate stuff, and I try to find a way to give it away. I like to give it away using T-Coins, so it's kind of like a reward currency, and people use it for games and stuff. I see it is up and running. I got Cody jumping in right off the bat. Cody with 6 entries. So we're going to jump back to the stream. I just wanted to wait a minute to make sure that it was up and running. Let's see. I'm wanting the stock market to crash. It's just another opportunity. Once I lose 10,000 points, once it loses 10,000 points, I'll start putting my money in. Yeah, 10,000 points would bring us down to roughly, 23,000, I think, right now. Let me just take a quick peek here. Although we're going to look at all the numbers. See, 24,000 on the Dow Jones. So, yeah, who knows? We could end up seeing that kind of a hit coming. I know some people like Warren Buffett are really warning. Mike Berry, who was for those of you guys that don't know, the movie The Big Short, that they used Christopher Bale to play an excellent movie. If you guys have not seen The Big Short, I highly recommend you watch it. It's a great movie. Talks a lot about the 2008 crisis. Explains in great detail what happened, and essentially I believe a lot of that's happening now, that companies are just growing, and who knows if they're ever going to let these big companies go down if the economy tanks. But it was a great movie. I think everybody will like it. Let's see, the Penny Smuggler. Yeah, that's an inside joke. The Penny Smuggler from when I went up to Canada and actually might have had too many pennies in my truck. And by too many pennies, I had a lot. That was in 2017. Let's see, we got John. How's it going tonight, John? Hope you're having a great night, buddy. Let's see, the winner take all is up and running, so if anybody does want to get in on that, they can. Lord Humongous, I only got 15 T coins. Oh man, you've been playing it hard then. Let's see here. Let's see, scrolling through. Pass over 200 T coins to Lord. If you can. I can't right this second, but we'll see. I can write that down and shift that over at the end of the show, if you want, Lenny. Let's see here. How are the cryptos? Yeah, cryptos are taking a hit. Peacock taking a hit. Bitcoin taking a hit. Everything is taking a hit today. We're going to take a look at that real quick. I'm just kind of trying to keep with the comments as much as I can. Scrolling through. Okay, so with that being said, so we are up to date on the comments. Let's kind of take a look at what's going on in some of the markets today. And then make sure you guys check out that video after. It's only 2 minutes. It's just kind of a neat video so people can see what really is going on here. I wish I had drove around the city, but the thing is my truck was in 2 feet of water at a lot of points, so I didn't actually feel comfortable driving around too much. If I had a kayak or canoe, that would have been pretty cool, but it was kind of spotty in different areas. As always, before I get started, I would love to take a minute to thank the 6,230 subscribers to the channel. We are continuing to grow. A lot of the subscribers that I have are subscribers that subscribe to the channel. This number, the majority of them, are people that subscribe to the channel. We don't see during the live streams on like a regular basis. They just kind of stop in or they see some of the video. We've got over 1,300 videos up right now. So a huge variety of videos. Those of you guys that hear every night, you guys are pretty much really like family. I mean, I see you guys, I know you guys by name, but I'm thankful for all the subscribers, not just the ones that are here every night. So I wanted to mention that. I try to mention that every show. Thank you to the 6,230 people that took a minute and hit that subscribe button, because I know to some people when they're checking out videos, going over the YouTube, they might watch a video, like it. Sometimes they just move on, but by them taking that quick minute just to hit that subscribe button, it really does help the channel. It gives them motivation to keep going, and just gives them drive. It pumps up the drive to push them further. Check out any of our great playlists. We've got a lot of different ones, whether it's coins, prepping, farm innovators. I'm actually fixing to sell off my chickens. It's getting to that point. I'm not hatching anymore. I'm probably going to be selling off all my hatch incubation equipment and get rid of all that, only because, I mean, I'm not going to keep a storage unit if I'm going to start traveling. I might. I say I'm not going to, but I might. Who knows? So I'm really trying to downsize and just kind of change up a little bit. Coin roll hunting. We got some great appetizer recipes. If you guys haven't tried any of these appetizers, you guys have got to. Cooking, if I decide to go south from here, you guys are going to see some amazing cooking videos. I am going to really hit up a lot of Mexican cuisine, learn how to make it even better than I already do. I already like Mexican food. I've been down here a while. My 2 favorite foods in the world, Mexican and Italian. So scrolling on, we got a lot of unboxing videos, a lot of meal videos. If you just want to learn how to cook a meal, I put up some great ones. Bill hunting, all kinds of different playlists. So take a minute, check out any of our great videos, and it really does help the channel out a lot by you watching some of them playlists. So also, we're going to move into silver right off the bat tonight. Obviously, silver is near and dear to most of our hearts, but silver, unfortunately, getting beat up, and it's still getting beat up. I really thought with it being the new month, I expected we would start seeing it climb out of the ditch, but this week has not been a good week for silver either. We're continuing to see it get manipulated down. I say manipulated because a lot of us all know they're not pulling as much silver as they are. It's getting bought up. Both silver and gold's getting bought up by big banks, especially under the new Basel III rules. But I sometimes wonder if things are going to change. Will things change, or will they continue to be able to get away with this manipulation that we all know they're doing? at some point, it's easy to say something's got to give. I've said it time and time again, but we haven't seen it happen yet. And when it happens, I think it's going to be like that story, The Boy Who Cried Wolf, where literally we knew this was going to happen eventually, that it was eventually going to take off. But so many people will have been demoralized by essentially the Fed and the way they corrupt the money. They print more. It gives people that false illusion like they've got more money because they printed more money. They gave everybody some free stimulus. Everybody thinks they've got more money. They go out and spend it. It changes the economic numbers, makes it look like people are doing better than they are. It even makes people feel like they're doing better than they are. It's like almost like giving people a false sense of security. And eventually this is going to wind down. But how long can they keep it up for is the question. More and more countries are trying to de-dollarize. We're seeing countries start stocking up on gold, start stocking up on silver. We've even seen China try to stock up on basically every natural resource that they could. So, everybody knows this is coming, but the question is when, how far down the line can they kick the can? A lot of people thought this was going to happen in 2008. There were people that were cleaning out their bank accounts because they were scared. But who knows what's going to happen. This past year really has taken quite a toll on me with the virus spreading, the fear that everybody had of it, including myself at one point. You guys know there was probably a 2-3 month time period where I didn't even leave my house. Literally, I didn't leave my house for anything. I just stayed locked down. I was prepared for it. I seen it kind of coming because we saw what was happening in New York, what was happening in California, and that's why I am ready to take a break and travel and kind of get out. I know some people tell me, you just need a vacation, dude. You just need to go somewhere away from your home instead of just trying to sell everything off and drag up. So I don't know what's going to happen, but continuing on, taking a look at gold. Gold continuing to not really do much, sitting right around 1,800. Gold really looking bad over the last year when you really look at it now, but most of that is because we've taken big hits more recently. So we've seen over a 1 year down about 1%, we'll say. Over a 6 months, we're down 2.5%. Over a 30-day period, we're down almost 5%. Now, having these losses in the short term, that to me is a good sign, though, because it won't take much. I mean, we could have a good 30 days, and all of a sudden, all this red over here is going to instantly go green. And when that happens, I think more people will start jumping on the bandwagon, and all of a sudden, everybody's going to start looking at gold and silver again. But it is extremely discouraging right now, obviously. So moving on, taking a look at the Dow Jones today. Dow Jones taking a huge hit today, dropping 260 points, almost a full percent, ending the day at 34,421. A lot of people are starting to wonder, is this the end? Is it going to start coming down more and more? It's still too early to tell. We've only seen a few days of consecutive losses, and you can tell that when you look at a chart basically for the last year to date that we're still seeing the climb. This could just be a temporary thing. However, I would be very weary and edgy. Too many people are starting to say the stock market is just at too high. It's too high now, and it's due to come down. However, some people will say that's a fulfilling prophecy because everybody says it and then it happens. Who knows? I get really nervous when I look at it right now, but it could keep going up. We never know how this could play out exactly. Coming back over now, we're going to take a quick look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ coming down 105 points, down roughly 1%, down to 14,560. But really what I really found interesting is first thing we'll look at is the top cryptos. So this is the cryptos in order. I keep two charts up most of the time. One of them is all the top cryptos. One of them is the biggest gainers and losers for the day. So when you look at the cryptos from top to bottom in order, not based on gains, but just not based on losses, not based on gains, just based on what their market cap is and what they're valued at. So right off the bat, everybody knows Bitcoin. We've got Bitcoin number one. It will probably, I hate to say this, always be number one. Now, number one at 32,500 today. Someday it could be number one at 5,000. Someday it could be number one at 100,000. I believe Bitcoin is pretty much always going to be there, only because so many businesses have already adopted it and taken it in. But I still get nervous when it comes to electronic cryptos because there's not really anything backing it. It's no different, in my opinion, than a Ponzi scheme. And what I mean by a Ponzi scheme, I know some people that are big into cryptos are going to disagree with this. And they'll say, no, it's not a Ponzi scheme. It's, you're putting in the work when you mine the crypto. I don't believe that. I hate to say that. It has no backing. And even though you've expended the energy to create it, you don't really have anything. You have a digital number on the screen. In my opinion, a digital illusion of wealth. If I were to compare that to something in society, I would probably say it's like having a battery. Well, you use the energy to charge the battery, and you use the resources to create the battery. But unless it's a rechargeable battery, once you exhaust that energy from that battery, it goes in the trash. It becomes worthless. There's nothing else you can get out of it. Could you recycle it and get a little something? You might be able to. Most places, they don't do that unless they're specialty batteries. A lot of people are going to charging batteries now, which, getting on the topic of batteries, that's why I think a lot of natural resources, nickel, copper, lithium, a lot of these resources are going to continue to climb up in price. Everybody thinks, we're going to go green, we're going to expend the fossil fuels, so we don't need to use fossil fuels anymore, and we're going to go all natural resources. Well, what people don't tell you is think about the forest areas that get cleared out so they can put solar plants in there. Think about the amount of resources that gets dug up and expended to create these batteries, these charging stations. I'm not saying that one is better than the other. I'm just saying let's not be naive to think that solar energy or green energy is all 100% better and free and clear. The sad thing is big money is investing in the green movement. And therefore, they're using their buddies in Congress and in powerful positions to push the green movement so they can profit off of it. And it's easy to get, I'm going to say, the sheep of the world to jump on board and be like, oh, well, don't you want to be green? On and on and on. So who knows? But back to cryptos, we're seeing cryptos really take a huge hit today. I'm going to scroll through real quick so you guys can see all the red. I mean, yes, you have a couple. Binance Coin's up 5%. I'm sorry, it's in 7 days, it's up 5%. Today, it's nothing. It's down 5%. And I'm going to explain that today versus yesterday theory that I've been looking at. And that's why I have that other chart up. But looking at this column right here, everything today is down until you hit the 31 spot. So 31 spot is up 5%. So that's one crypto so far. Two cryptos up out of 48. These are the top cryptos. So hold on, we're going to get there in a minute. I'm down to number 88. We only have 3 out of the 88 are up today. So 3 out of 100 are up. That literally is like playing a roulette table. And when I say literally like playing a roulette table's got, 37 numbers, depending on if you got 0 and 00. The odds on crypto today is definitely like roulette. And I've said that before. Yes, I own cryptos. Some of y'all know that. However, I've also said it's just like gambling. There's no telling what is going to happen. And this today versus yesterday theory that I've been looking at a lot of the stuff seems to be flipping. So when you have a big gain or even a modest gain, the next day you seem to have it on the losing side of the bracket. And you can check this by just going online and typing in top winner, gainers and losers cryptos, top cryptos, losses and winners for the day, and it will give you a list like this. Now, yeah, I mean, cousin Dogecoin up 1,200%. I mean, that's amazing. That would be great if you were in it. I mean, that's huge. However, are we going to see cousin Dogecoin on the losses list tomorrow? And I would almost bet we're going to see it. Now, will it drop 1,200%? Maybe not, but it could. We've seen huge losses, and we see them on the loser side a lot more lately than on the winner side. You might see a stock go up 150%, crypto go up 150% in one day, which is great. Everybody's happy. And then you see it drop 30% for the next 7 days. Well, that puts you down at the end. So something to consider and keep an eye. But everybody is pushing these cheap cryptos. I'm not going to lie. Even I got into Peacock Coin. Some of y'all know that. I got into Peacock Coin. I'm not willing to sell. I liked how it started out. I believed in the project, but they've been running a lot behind schedule. I'm not even going to downplay it at this point. They are big time behind schedule. Question is, do you get out? No, me personally, I'm not going to sell mine. I'll hold it till the end. I've already, in my mind, rid off the money, because if you're investing in anything, you need to be prepared that you could lose that money, because there are no 100% safe investments. I mean, or everybody would be in it, quite frankly. So that's my thoughts on that. And you guys can let me know yours in the comments below. Let's take a look now and kind of get up on the comments and see who we got. Now, if I missed your comment, don't panic. I'm going to read through all of them. Harrison, how's it going tonight? Hope you're having a great night, buddy. I tried to read all the comments. I do get a little bit behind. What is up, Scott? I see we got Scott in the room. Hope you're having a great night, buddy. Okay. So I am back where I was now. Okay, Chris B, Tsquare, did you watch the video I posted in Discord about the lumber prices? I did not watch that yet. I'll have to check that out. I saw it on there. I just hadn't had time with all the flooding right now. I mean, my backyard is literally flooded. I'm lucky my foundation is a little high. I have about a 8-inch foundation off the ground. However, the water is actually up probably 2 inches on my foundation. I'm not horribly worried about it yet because it looks like the rain is pretty well stopped. We had a little bit of drizzling today, but nothing major. But literally my street, which is at a lower level, that has probably 3 inches of water on it. Some main roads towards the city area more, they're sitting on 2 feet of water. It was insane how much rain we've had in such a short period of time. The Dow is down to 25K, Dow down to 25K easily, as that's where it was last summer pre-stimulus. So what that is basically Michael's saying that he expects that the Dow is going to go back down before all this stimulus happened. Who knows? I really think there's 2 ways this could play out. One, we could see government continue stimulus. It's going to be a very bad thing for our dollar if that happens. People's savings accounts are getting wiped out. People are getting tired of people being able to skate by without having to work. Or, and if they print more money, that's going to drive stocks even higher. However, there's a second scenario. When everybody starts thinking that, oh, now the stock market's in a position with inflation coming, I am just going to pump my money in the stock market and I can't lose, That's when I really worry when people start saying stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, big money decides to get out. So let's say hypothetically, I owned YouTube. And I'm taking all the money that I'm making and I'm buying up YouTube stocks. And I continue to drive my price of my stock up higher and higher and higher. More people get in, essentially, to the Ponzi scheme, even though it's not technically a Ponzi scheme, but they're getting in at higher prices. As they continue to get in, I'm still buying, so I'm pushing it up. I'm now the largest holder in shares. That's why you see companies are usually the biggest holders, or the CEOs are the biggest holders in their stock for biggest participant players in their shares. And then all of a sudden, these companies, the rich elite, decide, you know what? We need to generate some cash flow for an upcoming project that they don't have to justify with the investors. All they got to do is say, we're selling stock. And then, boom, they start selling the stock. They flood out their stock, and they take all that in cash. Then what happens is you see their stock price plummet. You see people's 401ks plummet. Did the company lose any money? Their stock price went down, but they unloaded the majority of it. They can literally wait and buy it all back up. It's been done time and time again. And I would not be surprised to see something like that happen again. That's why it worries me, the stock market in the position it's at right now. Let's see, Adam, still holding my 220 billion Peacock coins, and my Cardano, and my 300,000 Shiba Inu, which is the Doge destroyer. But I don't think that will happen. And 1.2 Dogecoin. And the newest edition, 0.0004 Bitcoin. You bought into a little bit of Bitcoin. So the digital illusions are taking a hit. They're definitely taking huge hits today. Let me jump over and make sure that that giveaway is still up and running. It does actually shut itself off after a few minutes the first time, and then I can restart it back up. So I'm going to resume it real quick. I got Cody in with 6. I got Scott in with 6. I got Chris B in with 5. I got John Masterman with 1, and I got Lenny B in there with 5. So that is still up and running, just so everybody knows. Scrolling through. If I miss a comment, I apologize. I do sometimes miss them. I try to do my best catching as many as I can. I'm glad you were able to find it, Lord. Scrolling through. Let's see here. Scrolling through on the comments. I'm definitely going to have to check out that video, Chris, especially since you mentioned it again. I did see it in Discord. I don't watch every video that people post in Discord, but I do watch some of them. It depends if it catches my eye. Houston beaches are under a fecal bacteria alert. Yeah, so a lot of the area here, our sewers have backed up. They're overflowing. I actually had to take it's advised that behind your house, you have what would you call it? Maybe a clean out valve. It's like a round thing. You want to unscrew that off and leave it open. Otherwise, as the sewer system unfortunately backs up, it will back up and continue to come and eventually into your house and up into your toilets, your tubs, and continue to flow over. But if you take off your clean-out valve behind your house, which is what I did, it will actually back up in your yard instead. Now, I'm not saying that's sanitary. However, it's better out there than in here. So who knows? If you've been in any kind of a flood area, you know that happens. And I'm going to pretty much protect my house at all costs. Michael saying, looking for Peacock to go back down another 0. I don't want to see it go back down. Obviously, I've got a lot in it, so I'm hoping it goes back up. But who knows what could happen. No, not the chickens. They're going to go to good homes. Those chickens that I have now, they're all select breeds. And so I'm not going to just butcher them and eat them. They're all like 1-year-olds. So that means they're in their prime time for eggs. I just don't want to deal with anything anymore. Little by little, I'm getting rid of everything I own and consolidating. Literally, you guys could end up seeing me traveling abroad on YouTube literally soon. Who knows? Maybe I'll be like one of the greats, like International Stacker, someday, where I'm just traveling the world. Of course, wherever I go, I'm going to be attracted to gold and silver. But who knows? Literally, one of the places I've always wanted to visit was Silver City in Mexico, where literally the entire city mines silver and makes stuff with it. It's just kind of a cool thing. And then who knows? Maybe we'll be sending you guys something. Maybe I'll have them create something special for all of my subscribers, Patreons. I don't know, something. Who knows? We'll play it out, see how it goes. Let's see, those Texas beaches. Hard turd surfing. Unfortunately, yeah, it's flooded. Let's see here. Tsquare, if I'm only allowed to have 4 chickens on my land, should I have 3 female chickens and 1 rooster, or 2 roosters and 2? I have no clue. Okay, so if your goal, really, unless you're raising chickens, you have no need to have a rooster. Chickens, hens, if you have hens, they will lay eggs without a rooster. The only reason I have roosters is because for the longest time I've hatched my own chickens. I don't like buying chickens at Tractor Supply at $4 a little chick. Early on, they can pass away really easy. They can get eaten by a hawk. They can get eaten by a snake. They can get eaten by ants. I don't like to buy them. I've always hatched them. So if you're planning on hatching them and raising them, then you will need at least 1 rooster. Most circumstances, I can't see any point in having more than 1 rooster. Now, if you're having chickens just for eggs, fresh eggs every morning, you know what they're eating. They're eating all natural bugs, whatever. Then if that's your only goal, then just get yourself 4 hens, and you can really let them run around your backyard. If you don't have a garden that they're going to tear up and peck at your vegetables, they'll go around your yard. I let mine out now. They're eating frogs left and right now because there's so many frogs. Literally in the next week or 2, we're going to be flooded with frogs. So that's my thoughts on that. This is the time to add chickens as store supplies continue to go down and prices are going up. You know, that's true, but like I said, I've got so many chickens now and food prices are through the roof. It's going to be helpful over the next week or 2 because they're going to subsidize their food with frogs, bugs, that type of stuff, any kind of creepy crawlers that are in yards. It's driving a lot of worms up out of the ground because it's so flooded. Same with any kind of bugs. They're looking for a place to go. Once they come out in the open, a lot of the chickens will gobble them up. El Salvador wants to switch to Bitcoin currency. I did see that. I don't think they're going to succeed. They already have a great platform going. However, international banks have already said they're not going to accept that as currency, and that kind of hurts El Salvador's plan. The people of El Salvador, they're satisfied. They like working for Bitcoin. They feel that the governments can't keep printing it. However, it doesn't feel right. I hate to say that. To me, it just feels like a speculation, just like any kind of crypto. And in the end, they're going to suffer. But at the end of the day, some people will say when the dollar goes down, Americans are going to suffer. But truth be told, if the dollar collapses, I think every country in the world is going to suffer. We'll just be brought down harder because we're so reliant on it. All these dollars, when countries realize, hey, why are we buying dollars? You know, we don't need to use U.S. dollars to trade. We can just do bilateral trade. And essentially all those dollars, where do they go? It's like a casino that issues chips, poker chips. When everybody stops playing at the casino and turns their chips in, all the casino has is a bunch of fake chips. I mean, businesses that sell gift cards, it's great. They're printing money, essentially. They're giving people gift cards. They don't have to necessarily come payment due on that gift card right off the bat. I mean, I've got gift cards over $100 that I've held for 6 months before I used them. Literally, that gives someone an opportunity to hold the money. Well, the same thing right now, if a lot of these countries start pouring these dollars back into the U.S., a dollar is a debt note. It's not money. People think it's money. We call it money. Maybe not as many people in this community call it money. It's not money. It says right on there, it's a debt note, a note of debt. It's no different than an IOU from the federal government that they owe you $1. And people trade IOUs just like we trade stocks, which are kind of like an IOU in a company. Just like we trade paper, silver. I know a lot of the people in the room are not big on paper, silver, but all of that is debt instruments. And when stuff starts going downhill, people get out of debt instruments. And they're going to move to anything that's secure. That's when I think you could potentially see gold and silver skyrocket like we've never seen before. And it's going to be an interesting day when that happens, because I think everybody's going to feel it. Do hens need a male chicken? No, hens do not need. If you have female chickens, they don't need a male at all. So you don't need it. There's no real purpose to have a rooster. In fact, roosters will only possibly upset your neighbors. Roosters will kind of bring heat on you, I guess you could say. You said you're allowed to have 4 chickens. Let's say you're only allowed to have 4, but all you have is hens. And you have 6 or 8. Let's say you got 8. You're getting 6 to 8 eggs every day of the week. Enough to feed your family, enough to keep things going. And essentially, nobody is any the wiser if you have a fence up around your yard. Your scraps, I don't throw any food away at my house. Any food that I'm going to toss, either it's gotten bad, it's past the date, I don't want to eat it, I don't like how it tastes, I just throw it to the chickens. They eat everything, and they spit out eggs. So it's a good deal all the way around. Yes, you need a rooster. No, you don't need a rooster to pump eggs. No roosters are needed. The only thing, just like with a female obligates an egg every 28 days. It's going to obligate an egg whether it's fertilized or not. So it doesn't need a male. The same thing with a chicken. The only difference is a female will ovulate an egg every 28 days. A hen lays an egg every day of the week, with a few exceptions. Sometimes 6 out of 7 days it will lay an egg. It's actually on like a 28-hour cycle, so it takes a little longer. But the only difference is if you want to fertilize the egg and make a baby chicken. If you just want to eat the egg, it tastes just as good. In fact, I know some people that refuse to eat fertilized eggs. I find that comical, because you can actually see, if you break open an egg, if you see that little tiny, you'll have the yellow yolk, you'll have the clear substance that goes around the yolk, and then sometimes you'll see a little tiny bit of white, like dark white. Next time you break open an egg, think of me, think of this conversation, and look closely at it. Some people actually take that out because they know that is the part of the rooster that fertilized the egg. My mom would never eat it. I always found that comical. But who knows? Everybody's different. Tsquare Talk. How do I talk to a woman? That's easy. Just talk. Just talk. Bring up anything. Talk about my channel. Talk about my channel. Tell them why they should watch it. Before you know it, you're talking to them, having conversation, and then bam, before you know it, you are going out, having a romantic dinner, or having a picnic, or just a walk on the beach. I like doing stuff that don't involve money, because one, I think people have gotten so accustomed to eating out more and spending money. I'm kind of against that. Walks on the beach are great. Picnics are awesome. Cooking dinner at home, watching a movie at home are awesome. All fun ways to talk to somebody. Talk about something you know. Talk about something you like. Let her talk. Make sure you let her talk. Don't do all the talking. Ask her a question. Get her going. And easy way to talk to women. Let's see here. Those Wall Street bets, idiots, have some due karma. Let the stock market fall to the ground. They made me lose $400. Blank them. Adam said. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to understand the people on Wall Street bets are essentially just on the opposite side of the bet. Yeah, they're against big banks. However, at the end of the day, they want to do the exact same things banks want to do. Take your money. Wall Street bets people, they're not out for you. They're not out to help you. They want to take your money. Yeah, they want to take it more from the big banks, but that's it. Let's see. I have some ADA coins, someone said. Scott, I don't even know. I've never heard of ADA coin. I'll have to look that up. Let's see. Tsquare Talk. How many BitConnect tokens will it take to help me get over the passing away of my parents? Yeah, some things you're never going to get over. My mom passed away of cancer. She actually fought cancer for 19 years. And I still sometimes miss her. There's some things that my dad, great guy, but literally sometimes we butt heads on stuff. When it's a mom is always going to baby her son. And essentially, every once in a while, I'll think about her and I'll want to call her and then I'll be like, oh. It happens. You little by little, you never forget, but it gets easier. So yeah, but there's nothing that's ever going to make you forget, and no amount of money out there is going to make that go away. Now you just brought a tear to my eye a little bit. From that, just thinking about it. Let's see here. Lord Humongous. Lord Humongous always got funny comments. This was referring to how do I talk to girls comments. He wrote some chloroform, some rags, an element of surprise, no witnesses. He forgot to say some duct tape. That way, once you've got her, you can keep talking to her and she can't get away. Yeah, Lord Humongous likes to joke a lot. Let's see here. Scrolling through, I see a lot of people getting in on the giveaways. Can't tell if you're serious or not. But my opinion, money can't help the pain of a relative's passing. Just gotta learn to live with it, and build new blocks in your life. Exactly. That about sums it up. Some people understand when one door closes, another door opens, and essentially, I did when I lost my mom when she passed away. She passed away literally almost 3 years ago. 3 years ago, in fact, it was in July. So she passed away in a nursing home, and just finally got in there. She used to never want to go to a nursing home. She finally went in a nursing home and within a week she passed away. But she passed away happy. She called me up probably a couple days prior and said, I didn't think I would like it here, but I love it. They cook my food. They do everything for me. I just get to sit around and watch TV. I was just kind of, it made me smile knowing that she was happy in her last days. But yeah, no amount of money is going to make that go away. Let's see, 3 out of 100. Definitely a roulette wheel. Almost exactly. The roulette wheel, you're talking 35. That's 111 in 3. 3 in 111, so you're not far off when you got 3 out of 100. If we had gone down the next 100, I would be willing to bet probably the next 11 we're down to. There's an Epstein token. There is. There's a token for anything that has a catchy name to it. They want to make a token on it now. What is up, Blue? We got Blue in the house. How are you this evening? Hope you're having a wonderful evening. We got Bumblebee stopping in. How's it going, B? Hope you're having a great night. No, don't be sorry. There's nothing wrong with tearing up a little bit. Don't be sorry for that. It just made me think of it. I mean, I know you're dealing, if your parents just passed away during the pandemic, I know you're dealing with it too. So, I mean, we're all in this together, literally. So, scrolling through, let's see what else we got in the comments here. I'm a little behind on comments, so if you type something, don't feel that I am skipping you in any way. What is up, Quickie? We got Quickie in the room. How's it going tonight? Hope you're having a great night. Let's see. I spend all my T-coin on something else. Chicken like frog legs. Chickens do like frogs. And it's funny. This is something I probably shouldn't say, but it was comical. Even when they were little and I'd see a frog in my backyard, I would pick it up, the little frogs, and I'd toss it in there. And as soon as it hops, someone grabs it. And then it's like watching the little minions running around with a banana. I don't know if you guys seen that clip. Banana, 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 banana. And then they're all running around. It was just like that. So I've done that more times than I can count. Maybe I'll even do it this week and film it for you guys so you guys can see it, what it's like. It's a little bit easier to do when they're smaller. When they're bigger and they can eat the whole frog in one chomp, they don't run around as much because they don't have to unless it's a big frog. And they literally will take anything. I mean, I've thrown in a piece of bread and someone will grab the bread and take off running. And then everybody will follow it trying to get that bread. By the time someone catches up to them, they take the bread and the first chicken is left with like a little teeny piece. And then he's got the bread and then he's off. So that's kind of how they share, I guess. Example of a food chain. Chicken eat frog legs. We eat the chicken legs. Yep. I like frog legs. Those of you guys that haven't had it, I love frog legs. If they're seasoned right. I don't know where that came out of. That was a Louisiana dish or an Asian dish. I've always had it at Chinese restaurants. Frog legs are really, really good. Not baby frog legs. You need the big, nice ones that you can season up with extra salt and pepper. I watched a documentary today about how the ants to switch to Bitcoin. How they ain't to switch to Bitcoin as their currency, and it's kind of the reason as to why I bought $6 in Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't know if $6 in Bitcoin is going to make a big difference. I could maybe, as a best case scenario, picture Bitcoin doubling back to its high, and then you'll have $12. I find cheaper investments tend to do better. If you're, and when I say cheaper investments, they've got more room to grow. It's just paper. Let's see what else we got here. Upset neighbors with a rooster tea. Yeah, I mow one of my neighbor's lawns, and she was telling me the other day as I was mowing, she somehow brought up a rooster in the neighborhood, and I said, yeah, I've got chickens and roosters, so I go out every morning, I get my eggs fresh, and I make my omelet. And she just looked at me and stared. Is that your rooster that I hear every morning? I said, it could also be one of the other neighbors that has it too, because there's 3 people in my neighborhood that have hens and roosters. But that obviously when you're friends with someone, yeah, it's more acceptable, you know, if it's a friend. I mean, you may not like the neighbor that has the chickens until you find out that it's your best friend, and then you're a little more tolerant of it. Let's see. Lord Among Us had a pet goose when he was a kid. I have an awesome video with a geese where it had a mama geese and a bunch of baby geese. And my son was probably only 10, maybe 9, and he thought it was the cutest thing, and he wanted to walk out to it and pet it. And all of a sudden, it stood up and spread its legs and then took off running at my son. My son was hollering. I may put some of those videos up on YouTube since I use YouTube kind of as memories. I like looking back at memories. I actually have videos with my mom. My mom was actually, when I went to New Orleans, my mom was in some of the YouTube videos. You know, not long videos, but it was towards the end of her time, and so she was in some of them. And I look back at them videos sometimes. Just I'll hear her talk and hear her voice again, and then I remember. YouTube is a great way to share your memories and your experiences with other people, and that's why I love YouTube so much. I would have to say it's one of my favorite things is YouTube. I love YouTube. Scrolling down through, and anybody that's ever thought about making a YouTube video or a channel, I highly recommend it. It's a great way to promote stuff. It's a great way to share your interests. It's a great way to find other people that are interested in similar stuff. Let's see. Thanks, Tsquare. Anytime, Harrison. I appreciate you stopping in, buddy. Hit that thumbs up. Definitely, anybody that's in the room, hit that thumbs up. We're about ready to do that giveaway right now. If you've been watching, you should have earned enough T-Coin to possibly get in that giveaway now. As long as you've been periodically making a comment now and then. And hopefully hit that, win that, and we'll see. We're going to draw that here in just a couple minutes. So definitely, please hit that thumbs up button, though, and help the channel out. I love those thumbs up. It helps spread the channel. And like I said, who knows? A year from now, you never know what kind of videos we'll have on here, even between now and then. Let's see. Scrolling through. Check. I'm looking for the comments. I see a lot of entries of everybody entering in that giveaway that is going. Comac spot price means nothing. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't really mean a lot. But the lower it goes, premiums eventually catch up, and they've been coming down. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I see premiums coming down. So we've got to kind of look at the fake Comex spot price. I use Bulltide when I place orders. I haven't placed any orders in a while. He actually reached out to me the other day, wanting to know if I was all right, because I haven't ordered anything in the last probably 2 months, maybe. So literally he wanted to know if everything was all right. I said, I'm just not really buying anything right now. But premiums are starting to come down. He now has some at $27 an ounce, which is pretty cool. Hopefully the premiums continue to come down and catch up. I don't think it's going to last forever. I think the premiums will come down a little bit, and then all of a sudden more people will start buying, and then we're just going to push the price back up again. That's just my opinion. Not financial advice, should not be taken as such. And, you know, just do some research and look and see what's going on in the markets. Did you get rid of your chickens? I did not get rid of them yet, but that's coming. I've been wanting to take pictures of them and put them on Facebook list, I guess you call it, Facebook Marketplace, whatever. Talk to a few people. I'm looking to take $200 for all of them. Some people say, "Are you serious? You want $200 for all of them?" $250 if I throw in my incubation setup, so someone can incubate all their own, and then I'll scrap my whole backyard. I'll sell the kennel, and basically get rid of, clean out, wreck the whole chicken house. scrap it out for parts, maybe make some garden beds, and go from there. Get them planted, and that's it. Let's see. Post a video of the bird chasing your son on YouTube. It was a goose. I just want to make sure that I'm clear on that. It was a goose. It was out in the wild. We were driving cross country somewhere up in the Northeast. We seen it, and he just thought it was so cool and wanted to stop and look at it. And I said, sure. I didn't know how they react to people. They're not friendly birds, I can tell you that. I'd have to get his okay before I can post that. I'm fixing to change my computer system around too, so there's a good chance I may post some of them videos. I actually have 4 computers, and this one that I'm using right now is my newest one. However, I'm probably thinking about, if I do decide to go self, I'm not going to be able to carry this kind of a computer with me, which means I'm probably going to downgrade the computer to a higher end laptop. But no laptop is going to equal the computer setup that I have here. But we'll see what happens, how that plays out. Therefore, I'll be uploading a lot. I'll be pulling out some of my terabyte hard drives, taking that with me, downloading plenty of stuff, so I won't have to download it if I'm abroad, because I don't know what the internet connections are going to be out there. And then posting videos. Me dropping to Tuesday and Thursday right now is kind of me possibly preparing to see what would happen if I was, let's say, down in Mexico and I can only get up 1 or 2 videos a week, how that would play out. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now, investigating a lot of different stuff. I'm not worried. All the people, the YouTubers that I watch in Mexico, I have different countries that I watch YouTubers out of. I like getting my news from them. They're in that country. Some of them do different stuff. And, you know, a lot of the ones in Mexico say the same thing. If you're not looking for trouble, you're not going to find it. We're being lied to, just like everything else, so we don't take our money to another country. You know, so I'm curious to see. I want to see for myself. I want to go down there someday. Maybe one of my friends is right, and I just need to take a vacation down there for a couple weeks and not just pack up and move down there. But I've always been the type to jump in. I jump in on stuff. And sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it doesn't. Silver is holding at 26. It was earlier. I thought it was under 26 earlier. Yeah, it was under 26 earlier. It was down to 25.80. That's still pretty close to 26, so I guess you can say that. But who knows how this is going to play out long term. Scrolling through, Cody. I own a scrapyard with a pond on the back side where they pick and pull the area is. Just about every single day we have someone complaining about our geese trying to attack them. Yeah, they're not friendly animals, from what I've seen. There might be some out there that are friendly. I've seen some YouTube videos of some people that treat them like family. So with that being said, we are going to wrap up. We're going to run this giveaway. I know a lot of people are waiting for that. Please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up. It's over 26 right now. I wasn't showing it over 26. Let me see. No, I'm showing it on Kitco at 25.97. But you're close enough. You're close enough to give that to you. We'll do this. That way you guys can see what I'm looking at. 26 is this white line right here. And if you look at the bid and the ass, I'm still showing slightly under. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried in the least about the long-term potential, because I believe the long-term potential is silver and gold is going to do amazing, literally amazing. So that's just my personal opinion. Everybody's got to do their own research on that, though. With that being said, though, let's jump over and see how this is looking for this giveaway right here. So this is a winner-take-all up to 1,000 points. After 1,000 points, if we get up that high, it will shift over to second place. I'm trying to refresh this. There it is. Okay.
After 1,000, and we are right at 1,000 exactly. So I've got Cody in with 6. Now I'm going to read through these names. I'm going to count to 10. I'm going to close entries, and we're going to give up to 1,000 T-coin to first place, which will be the first name I draw. And if it goes over 40, those coins will shift over to second place. So we got right now, we got 40 entries. We got Cody Adams in with 6. Got John in with 1. We got Scott Harvey with 6. We got Chris B with 5. We got Lord Humongous with 2. We got Adam Stacks in with 5. We got Harrison with 10. We got Lenny Black with 5. So we are looking at 40. I'm going to count to 10 and close it out. Some people like to get in that last entry. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Closing it out now. Now I have to say that I don't have to, but I like to say that because we've seen a lot of times the last entry to come in seems to win. I don't think that's definitely not a guarantee. However, we have seen it time and time again with that last one entry seems to take it. So with that being said, we are going to pick a winner for 1,000 T-coin to one lucky winner. Congratulations to 3, 2, 1 for 1,000 T-coin. Congratulations to Lord Humongous, who said he was at 0, managed to scrape enough to get 2 in, and took the prize of 1,000. Way to go, Lord Humongous. You lucky dog, you. So congrats on that hit. With that being said, is Jimmy in the room right now? Jimmy and Adam Stacks. Let me just see something real quick. I don't see Jimmy in the room. Oh, Jimmy is in the room. Jimmy, if you can this evening, shoot me your email, shoot me your mailing address. And Adam Stacks, if you can, shoot me your mailing address. You can either do that on private Discord Messenger, or you can do that at Tsquare talktome@gmail.com. And with that being said, before we go, let's shift over. And by any chance, is Lenny still in the room? Lenny, you still in the room, buddy? Let's see here. Boom. Lenny. Got a question for Lenny. So we're going to do this real quick and find Lord Humongous, who's probably down to almost nothing in points. I don't even know. Let's see here. I'm just going to find you real quick, Lord Humongous. You would have had probably more entries in if you had more points. So I'm going to guess you are under 50 right now. Let's see if I can find you. Could even be under 25. Lord Humongous, man. Lord Humongous, you are way down there. Give me 1 second. I want to get your points. We're going to put you back up on top, though, unless you gamble them away again. Oh, boy, you're going to be a hard one to find, too. I'm going to have to do it a different way. Let's see here. Boom. There it is, 20. Boom. And Lenny, are you still in the room, Lenny? Save. And we'll redo this right here. Make sure you got your points. So congratulations on that. I wish everybody could win. But it doesn't always happen that way. So Lord Humongous back up to 1,020. So congratulations definitely on that. Let's see. Lenny. Do we still got Lenny in the house? No Lenny. Okay. T, you want to come down and visit you on the Ameriforma tour? I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going to have to look up what that is. Is that an actual tour? Or is that like your thing that you're doing for your channel? Adam Stacks. Alrighty. I'll send that to you in a message on Discord. Definitely. Thank you so much, buddy. Let's see here. Scrolling through. It's rigged, but I needed that. You definitely needed it. You were pretty much out. Kitco is more like, jumping up and down as we speak. Yeah, it does move a lot right now. And who knows? We could see it come down a little bit more. But in the long run, I'm not thinking getting rid. I mean, do you need the money? If you buy a coin or two, silver, gold, whatever, do you need it now? If you need your money tomorrow, then that's probably not the investment you should be in. That's what I tell anybody. But if you're just holding money, a little bit put aside, hey, get a couple coins, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. So with that being said, we're going to wrap up the show. I thank you guys all for watching. I will probably be posting up another video this evening. It's like I said, it's only a 2-minute video. I just didn't want this one clouding over that one. I may actually post it up late tonight. I may post it up in the morning. But check it out. Go ahead and check it out. You guys will get a kick out of it. It's funny. It's a cool video to see. I love looking at quick videos that are just a couple minutes to see something amazing. I actually watched a time-lapse video this morning of, unfortunately, fire ants taking over a bird nest, and literally how quick. It was only a couple-minute video, but it was pretty amazing to see the time and how long it took to take it down. So this is kind of cool to see everything flooded. It's interesting to see. So but with that being said, I'm going to let you guys all go. You guys all have a great night. Cody, you have a great night, my man. Lord Humongous. Hopefully I'm going to meet you one of these days. Jumping over to Mike at Night. It is the Mike in the Night tour. Awesome. Adam Stacks, thank you so much for shooting that email out, and congratulations, Lord Humongous. Scott, I'm waiting to see another flea market video from you. I loved watching the flea market video you put up a while back. Jimmy, don't forget, shoot me an email with your mailing address. John, great to see you tonight. Thank you so much for stopping in. Blue, long time no see. Thank you for stopping in. Cody, thank you for stopping in. Hope you have a great night too. Let's see who else we got. Michael C, always great, but I talk to you all the time in Discord. I love having conversations with you. Let's see who else we got in here. Scrolling through, trying to see who's live right now. Harrison, thank you so much for stopping in tonight. It was great having you here. B, thank you so much for stopping in. It was great having you here. Quickie, my man. How's it going tonight? I hope you're having a great night. Thank you for stopping in. And with that being said, Chris B, thank you for stopping in. Lenny Black, thank you for stopping in. Hope you have a good night. Chris, hope you have a good night. Lenny. And I think that about wraps up. I'll definitely have to check out that video, though, Chris, on Discord about the lumber. And with that being said, I'll see you guys again probably Tuesday night, but I may put up a video depending on how the week goes. I probably shouldn't say this because some of y'all forgot about it. I was actually talking to Mac the other day, Mac's Barbecue, and basically, hey, you gonna put up those videos, the barbecue videos? And I was like, oh, I forgot all about them. So I gotta finish them up and put them out there. So with that being said, you guys all have a great night. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys again